Jamsin Entertainment.
Welcome back to another Throwback Thursday. Today on Throwback Thursday is Aladdin, one of my favorite Disney movies. It has some of the greatest songs that are the most fun, so much fun in fact that when I was a kid, I actually used to take dance lessons. We danced to Never Had a Friend Like Me. And no, you're not seeing the pictures. Speaking of Never Had a Friend Like Me, it's my favorite song from Aladdin. The premise of the story is Aladdin is a homeless beggar who steals to eat with his little monkey Apu. You also have the Princess Jasmine, who needs to get married off because in this culture that they've built, she's of the right age, and her father, the Sultan, wants her to marry someone because, well, he's not going to be around forever, so there needs to be a succession in the line of royalty. And then you have Jafar, who's the evil right-hand man / sorcerer of the Sultan, who does everything in his power to become the next Sultan. He has this staff that if you look right into the eye, it's a snake staff, cobra. You look right into the eyes, he hypnotizes you and uses the power of suggestion to do his bidding. And that works sometimes, but the Sultan snaps out of it every now and then. One of the best characters, aside from the genie, is Iago, played by Gilbert Godfrey. The perfect voice for it. Goes on to play Mixius Spitlick in the animated Superman series later. A show I'll talk about down the road on TV Tuesday. Last but not least, you have the genie and carpet. The genie and the carpet are stuck in this hidden sand cave that can only be summoned by these two pieces of gold beetle that fly around to the location. You have to follow it. And this huge cat head comes out of the ground and like ask you, like, what have you come for? It's like, I've come for the lamp. Well, okay, that's the only thing you can touch in my lair. You touch anything else and you're gone. So through trickery, Jafar gets Aladdin to get the lamp, and Aladdin goes in with Apu, who can't keep his hands to himself. So he does get the lamp, but he escapes barely with his life because Apu kept on grabbing all these jewels and gold and stuff. And the carpet actually helps Aladdin out because he wants to be, well, it wants to be free. But they actually get trapped in there with the lamp. And that's where Aladdin finds out about the genie. He accidentally rubs it and the genie pops out. And that's when the movie really gets started. Because it was just 10,000 years will really give you a crick in the neck. I think I'm going to watch that this weekend. That's how much I love this movie. And like I said, he goes right into my favorite number, You Never Had a Friend Like Me. And after the number, they get freed. And that's Aladdin's first wish, and he has 3. During the second wish, they're going back and forth on what he wants. And Aladdin actually asks Genie what he wants. And Genie raises his arms and says, you see these bracelets? You gotta use your imagination here. Okay, yeah, live your imagination. I'm not free. I want to be free. No master has ever set me free. And Aladdin's like, okay, for my final wish, I will set you free. And Genie's like, I've heard that for forever, a million times, probably literally. Aladdin's like, no, no. Word of honor, I will set you free with my third wish. And that's when Genie's like, oh, okay, well, let's go. And then the next sequence, he becomes a prince. And he meets Jasmine. He falls in love. But they have their back and forth because she thinks he's a typical pighead like all the other princes. And you still have Jafar trying to take over the kingdom. And at one point, Jafar gets possession of the lamp. And that's where I'll leave you off. I'm not going to give you the rest. Because the rest it gets even better after that. It gets bigger and more awesome. Aladdin is an awesome movie, not just for kids, but for adults as well. Especially, nostalgic reasons. Watch it and become a kid again. Tomorrow on Movie Stuff Friday is Jack Nicholson. And check out my eBay store and pick up your shirt. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.
Live your imagination.